Remco Evenepoel attacks once, twice, three, four times. Eganito on the offensive, and Primoz Roglic nearly has a wobble. Real ciclismo enjoyers, Paris-Nice, the race to the sun is back. And it's the same format this year. We start on the outskirts of Paris with a tricky hilly stage. We've got a potential crosswind stage tomorrow, and then Montbrouilly on stage 4, a team time trial, and then 2 difficult stages near the sun, allegedly in Nice. It just snowed on Oran. I watched this stage whilst I was doing my Join Cycling training plan, the best adaptive training platform on the market for those of you wanting to level up your cycling. There is a free 30-day trial, no strings attached for you viewers. Go and download the Join Cycling app now. Stage 1 of Paris-Nice, as I mentioned, tricky hill stage. We're on the southwest outskirts of Paris here. It doesn't look like much. It is a Mads Pedersen style stage with the sort of 1k uphill drag to the finish. But the big two guns, Roglic in his first outing for Bora Hansgrohe and Remco Evenepoel back in the Belgian national champs jersey. They fought in Catalonia last year. It was brilliant to watch. And Visma are obviously going for Koy in the sprint, the breakaway of Rouge, Bissegger and Bergado, but they just decided to go for the KOM sprints. I think more teams like Ineos and others should have gone for the breakaway, but also Trek were controlling with de Klerk and others. So whilst the gap got to 3 minutes, they got reeled in pretty early on in the hill zone, and somewhat curiously, I've never seen this before, they got allowed to sit at the front, and then they got to contest the next KOM sprint. But after that, it was all business. Niels Pollitt, the new ruler for UAE, on the front, and everyone just picks a position. This is the difference between the racing in the Middle East and here. Everyone's in position with like an hour and a half left. You've got Roglic on the left in his Bora bubble. You've got Visma Lease bike with Jorgensen and Koy, and over there you've got De Lee for Lotto. There's the Schelmos, the Pedersen group in the middle. UAE got Soler doing his own thing. And look at this road furniture. You know, you come down 90 k's an hour, 70 k's an hour, left-hand, hairpin, road furniture, straight up into a hill. Everyone gets in position, slows down on the straight, blocks the road. Same thing again. Look at Roglic on the bottom left here. I think that's him. I couldn't get a clear look at the number, but I'm pretty sure it's him, and it's Sobrero and someone else in front of him. He sort of bumps to the right, gets bumped by the Tudor rider, and nearly gets chopped by the Alpecin rider. If that is Roglic, it's definitely a Bora rider. And I think it's too small to be Vlasov. So close call there, and you can just see how nervous and hectic, 70 k's into another left-hand corner, 94 k's an hour, and they're going into a village, double left-hander, into the hill where there's bonus seconds on the hill coming up. A short 500, 700 meter rise, but quite steep. You've got Remco Evenepoel. Everyone's trying to get on their train. He's apologising for pinching Roglic off to the right. Visma in good position. Jayco in really good position with Matthews, but no Platt. Platt was kind of chilling at the back in this phase, not mixing it up. He's their GC man for this race, and here's the left turn into that climb. Remco doesn't start in good position. There is Casper Pedersen on the front who looked back, but Lampart's trying to move up in the gutter. Remco started too deep. Delee's in good position for Lotto Destiny, that's for sure. On the left-hand side, Trenton as well for Tudor. But yeah, Remco has to make up a lot of wheels. He gets there, and then he's with Lampart, and they can't bring him up. And as he decides to move up, Jorgensen jumps, and we got 6:42 bonus seconds at the line. Bling and Trentin are on Jorgensen's wheel. They're not thinking about bonus seconds. They're thinking about not getting dropped, not missing a split, and winning a sprint, whereas the GC men, Bernal's third, by the way, taking 2 bonies, they got other ideas. Remco goes clear with Jorgensen and Eganito in third wheel. 2 Lotto Destiny riders there, probably thinking they're defending at this point for Arnaud Delee's sprint, but he gets dropped. No one pulls through with Remco. Jorgensen plays the Koy card behind. This is Mads Pedersen bridging over himself, closing this move down, and so once he gets there, certainly no one wants to drag him to the line. But where's Primoz Roglic? On a normal uphill sprint like that'd be good for them. He was obviously out of position, because we see later on this climb here that he's able to move himself up pretty easily back into position. Vlasov was looking for where is he? Schelmos is there. We're not seeing many sprinters here. It's a lot of GC riders we don't really know where a lot of the sprinters are at this moment. Roglic reappears, and not only that, probably a force of habit thinks, I'll follow Keldman, my old teammate, and move up a position. This climb levels up a bit halfway through. Now we start seeing sprinters. Groenewegen dropped, De Lee drops, probably suffering from his crash in Semin, where he didn't want to be earlier in the week. And Plapp appears at the front. So he gets back into good position. It's obviously not an issue with his legs. And Egan Bernal from downtown. This is true Ciclismo. You can have your Pogacars, Evenepoels, Roglic, Vingegaards, give me Eganito 2019 panache vibes, except Remco doesn't want to be done over. He attacks over the top with Fisher Black then losing the wheel, flicking Roglic through, and so you see, Roglic wasn't on a terrible day. He just was probably out of position for the bonus sprint. He closes Evenepoel fairly comfortably, but doesn't pull through with him. And that's pretty much done for the GC guys' shenanigans, except Bernal's like, let's keep it going. Plapp's coming back in the gutter just there. Schelmoes is there. Van Wilder's there, though. So Quickstep now got a domestique pulling. And it even gets more curious here, because Sturva, who I thought would be helping Pedersen, attacks, and then Remco shuts him down, probably not forgiving what happened in Leuven 21, because otherwise I don't know why he's shutting down a rouleur on Trek, 10 Ks from the finish, with a flat to go. And then you see groups coming back. Yellow jerseys, they're chasing. That means probably there's an Olav Koy in that group there. We don't really know exactly who the sprinters are until late. You have to sort of figure it out from who's pulling, and one man's stoppage is another man's opportunity. Total Energy go with Anthony Turgis. Good to see him with good legs. Quickstep don't really care too much about him, and he gets a nice gap. 12 seconds, goes to 15 seconds. Some lovely moto help. And need I remind you that they already mugged Mads Pedersen in a Paris-Nice hilly sprint stage we all remember in like 2022, I think. But Lecoq gets his troops to come to the front. There's also Caden Groves, Decathlon pull, so we can presume Bennett's there. Pithy's there, so Groupama are pulling. And also this last K is hard. You got a right, a left, and then another left as it kicks up. Visma Lisa bike with the Van Dijk brothers start getting busy with Jasper Sturven, trying to get into position, 1,300 meters to go, and it kicks up 6% for like 700 meters. So it's a hard final kilometer, and then it levels out 200 meters to go. And Jasper Sturve, really strong lead out today. Problem was, it's too much for one man to do. Pedersen either had to let his wheel go through that corner or wait, or I don't know, because when he jumps with 300 meters to go, the problem is Pedersen jumped and then it levels off, and he's basically getting Koy back up to speed on the flat. Koy comes out of his wheel, Pithy third, but Koy is able to nail Pedersen on the line. Very confident that he won on the photo finish. It looked actually pretty close, but a very, very exciting stage indeed. Koy wins ahead of Pedersen, then Pithy, Eckhoff, Michels, Matthews, Trentin, Schelmoser, Dujardin, and Caden Groves. Really exciting opening stage to Paris-Nice. If it's like this for this stage one, I can't wait for the other proper GC stages. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go check out Join Cycling down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.